Okay, I know I haven't gone live in a few weeks, so I'm just coming on here to see who's here. How's everyone doing? And I know that the government has been shut down for over a month now. Just trying to see how everyone is surviving. Oh man, that little white numbers, you can't really see them. I have to put my hand over my phone because I can't see the numbers at the top. I have a white background and I really can't see it, so I'm a little different today. Went to the gym. I still have on my gym outfit and my hat. I'm just checking on you guys to see how everybody is doing, how everyone is surviving during this government shutdown, and also how you're coping with it. I know some people are out of the country, so I have quite a few people that come in and talk to me. They're like from different countries, so they're not dealing with that. Hello, how are you? I'm just checking in to check on everybody to see how everyone is doing during this time. I don't know if you're from the United States or not. Zito, did I pronounce your name correctly? Thank you so much for chiming in, Zito. I appreciate it. You're good? Actually, I'm good too, as well. It's just a little chilly here. Hi, Syria. I know you're glad you're not in the United States right now. It's a lot going on over here. So, are you okay? This is AD 762. That is so true. That is so true. I am doing fine. Is everybody getting food? trying to pronounce your name. I have to look down. I'm looking down in the comments here. Yes, I'm very comfortable. I went to the gym today. I have on my hat and yeah, still have on my workout clothes. So I'm pretty much chilling right now. So how's the weather in your neck of the woods? It's chilly here in Michigan. We had a little snow for the last few days, but it's all gone now. And then the weather, I think right now, I believe it is in the 40s here. So how's the weather where you're located? Are you warm, cold? Do you have snow? Oh, wow. I have quite a few people in here. You guys can chime in. We can talk. Just want to see how everyone is doing. If you're from the United States, some people I notice on here, they're not from the United States, and that's fine. You still can chime in too as well. But just want to know how everyone is surviving, make sure they're okay. Do they have the help that they need? I might have some government workers on here. I'm not sure. Right now, Amazon is they're laying off people. It's a lot of companies, a lot. Just had a long list on the news that a lot of companies are laying off people. They're losing their job. I'm actually in the United States. So it's a lot of things that's going on. They haven't had a check in at least a month. That's hard. We have to think of people that's less fortunate. It's really sad that to see people go through things like this. My thing is Michigan. It's chilly here. We just had some snow a few days ago, so it melted, so it's all gone. So just back to what I was talking about, just making sure that everyone is okay, and everything is okay where you're located, and you're getting the help that you need. And what state are you from? What is your name there? I have so much light on this phone here. What state are you in? I see quite a few people in here. Say hello. Are you shy? Are you bashful? I used to be like that when I first started YouTube. Not anymore. I just get on here and just talk and run my mouth. So I get everyone on here is doing okay, which is good. That's a good thing. You know? Um, I just see a lot of things happening, even on TikTok right now. Oh, it's morning where you're at. It's night here. It's dark. It's dark outside. There's no light coming through my blinds right here. It's pretty. It is actually 7 o'clock at night. You're making, you making breakfast? Oh my gosh, where are you? Where are you from? Bacon and eggs. Woo, that sounds good. That sounds good for dinner. I had dinner already, so I had some leftovers that I cooked. So my favorite season is fall. Fall is not hot or it's not cool. It's like warm. I love it. I love the trees when they turn different colors. It's beautiful. So I really, fall is actually my favorite month. I mean, I'm sorry, it's my favorite season. Sorry about that. So, and then, this summer was pretty warm, but it's starting to get cold outside. So I'm taking it that everybody's okay, which is good. Just checking in, just like I said, and checking on everyone and making sure they're okay during this government shutdown. Like I said, some of you guys are not from the United States. You from different countries. I do have some on here that are from different countries, so you don't have to deal with the shutdown, which is good. Um, it's just a lot of people right now, they are losing their jobs. I did say Amazon. It's just so many places that they are losing their jobs and stuff. I don't know. You might have to ask your parents that. Thank you so much for liking my video. I appreciate it. How old are you? You're playing a PS5. Yeah, you're pretty young. Wow. Oh wow. It's some kids on here. These are some kids on here, and some of the conversations is a little different. I see. I just see the maturity. Yep, it's most definitely some kids on here. I'm like, wow. Hmm. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. I'm trying to get a couple of things straightened out here, guys, because it's, yeah. Um, hmm, very different. Hello. These comments are coming in so fast. I'm doing great. How about you? Are you okay? Free Palestinians. I have nothing to do with that, okay? Wow. I've never came on live and seen anything like this. And I'm so sorry for not continuing to talk. Hi. Enjoy. But I usually continue a lot of conversations, but I'm getting a lot of kids on my live right now. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So let me continue with my conversation. So some of this stuff is just a little different here. Hold on. A little different here. So I'm like, are there any grown-ups on here? Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, this is crazy. This is really crazy. Okay, how do I do that? Okay, I think I figured it out. I think I got it. I'm still learning a lot of stuff on YouTube. So when you begin to get, I say, trolls on your channel, you have to go on here and no. Some kids are not ready. If you see what I see, I don't know if you're reading my messages, but these kids are really playing on here. This is crazy. All right, I wonder if they do homework. I wonder if their mom even know they on here. It's crazy. This is crazy. This is a little different. So, does everyone still have their jobs? Are they still working? They're not getting laid off. Are there any Amazon workers on here? I just saw you guys on TV about layoffs. So, is it working out for you? Hmm. Oh, you do? Okay. I don't know how many. I forgot how many it was they're going to lay off. Okay, bye. Yes, UPS. UPS is another one. They are starting to lay them off too as well. It's a lot of the delivery companies that they're laying off. Um, I did see that. And it's, it's sad, especially around the holiday time. Um, I don't think it's a good time to be laying a lot of people off. But then it says that they're hiring people for, like you said, seasonal. So just remember, if you get hired into Amazon, it is only seasonal. So it's not a permanent job. I don't know who that is calling me auntie. Not sure. But hey. Okay, well that's not bad for $18 an hour for Amazon. That's pretty good. I know that it's a lot of jobs. I mean, it's just so many. I've never seen nothing like this before, where all these jobs, um, they're getting rid of people. It's just crazy. And this, I think, this AI is starting to take over. UPS is paying $37 an hour. Really? Doing what? Not delivering packages. Must be a white collar job. I've never known. Um, yeah, that must be a white collar job. And I think that's what they're trying to do, is get rid of the white collar jobs. Delivering? Somebody was on here just a minute ago said, um, oh, that's Amazon. Amazon makes $18 an hour. Well, actually, okay, $37 an hour for UPS is really good, but I'm not sure how many people they're laying off, but they're laying off quite a few with that company too as well. So if you have your job now, just be thankful for it. Oh, well, that's real good. They pay pretty good. I didn't know they made that much. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. Especially with overtime. Okay. Well, you have a lot to be thankful for, but I'm not sure what they're, as far as UPS. I think they're going. I don't know. I think a lot of these jobs they're gonna start in the white collar. If you work for UPS, I'm gonna say the white collar, Amazon, the white collar, the people in the office, because they want to use the, what's it, AI? AI. They're using that now to, and I hate that. When I call a company, that's the first thing that answers the phone, and then you're on there all day. You got to push buttons, and I'm like, I want to speak to customer service, and you never get through. And if you do, you have to wait so long to get in contact with someone. It's just, it's sad. And then about time they call you back, guess what? You're doing something, or you're on the road, or you're driving. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah. And a lot of them are not doing their jobs either. So that's the thing about certain positions. You have to also do your job. Yes, it is. The price of watermelon is. It really is. I just juiced. I don't know if you saw my video, but I just juiced the watermelon. Um, it was the unseeded kind, but that's fine. The seedless. That's fine because I had a taste for it, but it was really good. It was sweet. I didn't put anything else in it. I wanted to try lemon with it, but that didn't work. Oh, woo! 13. I'm not going to complain. Our watermelons is not $13. Oh my God. Yeah, gas is expensive too. You're right. Yeah, you work now when you work. I remember when I was working and they had me doing five people jobs. So when I quit the job, five people were doing my job. Somebody called and told me that. And I always explained to them, yes, the slavery is it is over. And you know what? When even when I go into the store now and I listen to some of the managers talk to some of the workers, and I say to myself, no wonder people are not working anymore. They talk to them and treat them really bad. Oh wow, $6. Oh, that's high. And that's Canada. Oh wow. Our gas here is running around a little over $3. That's the lowest. That's the regular gas. What Indian accent? I don't talk. What are you talking about? Oh, your government is bad there too. Yeah, I think it's pretty much everywhere. I'm not sure how much a one bedroom apartment is, but I think it starts off with $1,000. I haven't seen anything cheaper than that. Yeah, the Indian. Yeah. Be nice. Be nice. You just tell them to talk a little slower. They have a very heavy accent. Whew, that's Canada? $2,000 to $3,000 for a one bedroom? Oh, you know, things are getting so expensive right now. We're actually getting, let me rephrase myself from that. Everything has gotten so expensive now that it is just really bad. Um, you right now, no matter what your credit is, trying to get a nice car, you're gonna have a high car note, and then you have to pay for the insurance, and that's why I have to explain to my granddaughter. She has her own place, and she said to me, I remember when I told her, I said, "Don't go get a new car when you have your own place. Just get you a piece of car. You just need to go to work." And her job is literally right down the street from her where she lives. She's in a real nice area. And I said, that's all you need your car for until you can do better. Sometimes you have to take one step at a time. So Vancouver is, $4,000. So you just have to, they're moving to Texas. Why? Is it the weather? The houses are cheaper. I think that's what it is. The houses are cheaper. I know someone that moved there and it is cheaper. Yes, I do agree with you on that. That is so true. A nice warm bed. I like that. And then be thankful that you have one because there's a lot of people that don't have one right now. So to have one, and it makes you really happy. Food to eat, clothes on your back, and a nice warm place to stay in a nice warm bed, just like you said. That was really nice. Some people will buy a car, pull it up to their home, and the car is worth more than their home. Some people have their priorities are not right. They do not go by, I'm going to say, budgets. A lot of people don't understand when you're trying to get something, you have to have a budget for it. So some people overspend and then they can't afford this and they're, oh, I don't have money for that, or this, or, if you have to start off with a car, save your money, get you a used car. It's not for you to go all over the place. It's just you to get from to the doctor office, to your job, that kind of thing. Because the price, if you try to get a car now, the interest rate is so high that you're not going to be able to afford it. You'll take a longer term of paying it off. So that's what's going on right now. But it looked like some of the interest rates are going down. I'm not sure what it's for. I don't know if it's for a home or if it's for cars. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I would choose. I've been in the United States all my life, so I'm not even sure where I would go. Hello, Darnell. That is true. Some people overspend. Some people shop too much. And it's just a lot of people, if they would write down a budget on how much they spend going out, it will shock them. I did that years ago when I had got a divorce, and I was on my own, and I had to write everything down to find out how much I was spending. So yeah, you do have to be a millionaire. So you just have to be more mindful of what you're spending. And sometimes, it's a lot of people don't think like that. They just spend, oh, I get my check and I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. No, you need to sit down, how much your check is, write down how much your check is. And then underneath that, you need to write down what you're spending your check on. And then if you have an overage, guess what you do? Put it in a bank. Put it in a high yield savings account. Or some people want to invest, whatever you can do. I've been to Mexico before. Yes, I have. I have not been to Europe. My husband's been to Europe. He said he stayed in Europe for some years, so. But the part of Mexico I went to, it was Cancun, Mexico. That was some years ago, and I really liked it. It was beautiful. They are very good with their hands. Um, I like their decorations, and how they color some of the stuff, and they like to build with bricks, which is good, which lasts longer instead of wood. you know, a lot of people do have them, but and they do. I'm gonna cut back with you. They do have a lot of people do have guns here. But we do have laws. But if they are people in certain areas that is more crimes that um, do things to other people, I'm gonna say it like that. That's not nice. But it happens. But you can be in a store. You can be anywhere. Well, stamps. Let's talk about that. I don't get them. Okay, I wish I did, but I don't get them. But they are people here that do need them. There are people that might not need them. I'm gonna say that. So when I think of food stamps. When I think of that, I think of the elderly, the disabled, the people that can't get out and go to the grocery store. Oh wow. Oh. Oh, that's sad. I am so sorry to hear that. So the food stamp thing, it can hurt a lot of people. I know some people right now that's disabled that need it because their money, they don't have enough money coming in to pay for their food. There are some people that are abusing it. So in a way, I think it needs to be investigated far as the food stamp program. I do, but I think that you should not cut it off from everybody because there are people out there that have children. And like I said, there are elderly people out there that actually need it. There are disabled, some retired people that's just getting a social security check. They're not making enough money to buy food. So I would kind of, in a way, disagree and agree at the same time. But I think some people, a lot of people, some people do need it. She survived. Oh my goodness. Oh, you know, when I see things like that, I have grandchildren that go to school right now, and I just pray all the time, not just for them, but all children, no matter what color they are, where they come from, any of that. It's just, and then you know what else? I have a daughter-in-law that's a teacher. And I told her, I said, I just think about her going into that school, and that could happen to anyone. You can be in the grocery store. So it's just not the school, it's the grocery store. Some of the grocery stores here that it might happen. It hasn't happened in none of ours, but it's just happening everywhere. It's just so much. Whew. So it's just pretty sad with that shooting, ma'am. I am so sorry. It's just, and that, thank God she did survive, because that can be devastating for her to see something like that, and to go through something like, people like that gonna need counseling. How do you cope? You know me. I'm gonna tell you right now. If I'm in a grocery store and somebody come in here and start shooting, and I survive as a woman, I'm gonna need some counseling. I'm sorry. I'm gonna need some counseling, because I think that anytime somebody drops a book or make a loud noise, or even like here in Michigan, they do fireworks, and they are very loud. Some of them sound like a bomb. I don't know what they call those things, but they are so loud. But that would just terrify me so much, to where, and and I believe in God. Okay. So I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, it's just devastating, and I'm just so sorry that your niece, your sister, I'm sorry, went through that. And it's just when people go through things in life, and I've never been a prejudiced person. So, and where I stay right now, it's a mixture of everything. Um, so I don't look at color, I look at people for people. So I don't want anybody to go through a shooting or anything that will harm them, and they would have to seek counseling, because that that's sad. That's really sad. And it's just like, I went to a school here. It's in Michigan, and at the time they didn't have medical detectors. I think they need them. Some people disagree with them. I agree with them. Um, and the reason why I say that because uh, when you go into school, like my grandson, I'll go to his school. You can't even get in the door. You have to push a button, or you can do that. That's another thing you can do too. But they still need. I'm sorry, I might offend somebody on here, but they need some. They need those metal detectors in the schools because not only they coming in with guns, they're coming in with knives too as well. So um, it's just really sad to see things on TV with not only students, it's teachers too. What do you mean, who? So it's just I just don't want nobody to go through that. Me being a grandparent, I just I pray for my grandkids um, because what's going on in these schools now is sad, and not only for them or for the teachers, the principal, the secretary, the hall monitor, the security guard. Everybody in the school needs to be protected, but the one school is they have to push a button in order to get into the school, and you have to say who you're there for. You can't go too much further than that, which is good. But for the students, because you don't never know when somebody's going through depression. Thank you. You never know when somebody is going through depression or what they're going through at home as a child. So um, some kids take things to school, especially when they're getting bullied. Because there are some bullies out there. Even it's some grown folks here that's actually bullies. So, but you just get over them. It's like whatever. But the kids, some kids can't take it, so they bring things to school. So that's why I say a medical detector would be good because if you bring a knife or something in there to harm someone, they should be able to detect that. So it's just the safety for, like I said, the teachers, the principal, everybody. Um, it's just sad. And somebody did on here to say something about United States and the guns. And I do understand what you're saying because a lot of the guns are actually killing people. So everybody should not be able to get a gun, and actually they can't. You have to be when I yeah. So what you have to be how do they do it? I think they run they run some kind of, what is it called? Criminal background check or something. I think that's what it is to see if you can qualify for a gun. Um, I think that's how they do it. So some people get their kids guns. This is something else that happened here in Michigan, where the parent bought the son a gun. He took it to the school and shot up the school. Nice school, beautiful area, all of that. This happened some years ago. Some people probably remember that, but you know, that should have been prevented. It wasn't. A lot of times, and I'm not a teacher, but we need to listen to our students when they're going through something. Um, because there's a lot of kids that's getting mistreated at home, and they may come and take it out on another student, and then that student gets mad and they want a revenge and they come back and get that student. But see, sometimes we need to get to the root of the problem. And the young man that brought the gun to school had a problem, and he killed some people. And it was so sad that that happened because not only it hit that area, it hit all of us. Like I said, if you're a parent, grandparent, father, mother, aunt, cousin, whatever you are, it hits. And it hit hard. It hit me. And they're not even related to me at all. But it hit me really hard. That bothered me so bad because I thought about my grandchildren. Um, if they were at that school. But that's why I said they need metal detectors in schools. He should have never went in that school with all them guns on him. I'm sorry. But he should have never did that. So a lot of people lost their life because of that. And it's so sad that that happened. I'm up there. Wow. Okay. Um, yes, I am a grandmother. I love my grandkids. I have actually two in Michigan. One, she actually has a very good job. She's older. She's grown now. I have one that's getting ready to graduate next month from college. And I have another one. I have four. And then I have another one. She's in a different state. I have two in different states and two that's here with me. Oh, wow. Mm. So, um, when something like that happens when somebody has a relationship with a teacher, um, I'm trying to find the right words to say, I don't know. I don't want to say. I'm not. I can't really can't speak on that, but uh, teachers they need to be examined a little bit more before they teach. Um, I'm sorry that happened to your son. I really am. I talk to my grandkids all the time. Do they tell me the truth all the time? I'm not even sure. Because sometimes kids can be threatened from someone and they might not say nothing. But I always tell them, don't be scared to tell me nothing. You know, things happen in life, and sometimes we have to talk to our children, but do they listen? Most of the time, they don't. And I always say this to myself, and I say this to my grandkids: you can be your best teacher. What do I mean by that? If you don't listen to me, and most likely they're not, because I was things I didn't listen to either. How I found out is I made some mistakes in my life too. Um, Not bad. I ain't killed nobody. No, I don't get scared, y'all. I ain't scared. I'm scared of guns. So it's just the mistakes that we make in life. We have to learn by them. So once we learn by those mistakes, then we don't make it that same mistake again. I could speak on myself as a grandmother. So I don't never force my children or my grandchildren to anything. I can only talk to them because what happens is they're going to do it behind your back anyway, so you can't stop them from doing it. Learned that lesson. So if I have some people in here that's not grandmothers, that's just parents. Be patient with them. Just be there for them because you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. I as a mother, you You have to be loving. You have to be there. You have to be a listening ear. Pay attention. Notice things when they're different or they're not the same. And then one day, I had my daughters, I took them one at a time. I didn't take them all at the same time. So if I wanted to have that talk, I never brought things up. I would just have a conversation with them. And because being a parent, sometimes you know what things are wrong, and sometimes you may not know things are wrong. Or that might be the time they want to talk to you, and when they talk to you, don't get mad at them. Be patient. Be patient with them. Listen to them, and hear what they have to say. Don't start fussing and cussing them out. Don't do that. That's gonna make it worse. So sometimes what we have to do as parents is grab our children and let them know how much we love them, because we don't know what they're going through at school when they're not around us, or from the bus to the house. We don't know. So we as parents, we have to be there for them and love on them. They will learn from their mistakes. They will. My grandson, I talk to him all the time. And he said, and I could see him growing up, because he said to his little sister, he said to her, when you get older, you're not going to do that stupid stuff no more. And I looked at him, I said, wow, he's growing up. So I let him communicate with his sister. So guys, I've been on here for a little while. Let's see. These numbers, I'm sorry, my hand, I have to cover this up because I can't see what's on here. How many minutes? Okay. But parents, I know I see you said you went and got your 16-year-old son. Just be there for him. He's gonna make mistakes. Don't forget, we did too. So I'm not enticing your son to do anything wrong, because no. The only way he gonna learn is by his own mistakes. I have a son right now. He probably can tell you that. Um, and yeah, we all learn by our mistakes, not just our children. We too, as parents too. So the kids they're gonna do some crazy things that we're not gonna like, of course, but it happens. But at the end of the day, you just let them know how much you love them. And what they're doing is not right, and they shouldn't be doing it. So, yeah, just be there for them. And let him know you're going to be there, not because he's making the mistakes. It's because he shouldn't be making the mistakes. But do not make a mistake that will cost you your life. What do I mean by that? What I'm saying is, it can stop you from getting that good job. It can stop you from a lot of things. So stay on the right path on all and everything. So yeah, just stay on that right path. Because parents are not going to be here forever. I learned that. Now I'm a grandmother. I wish every single day my mom was here. I I can just talk to her sometimes. And see, kids don't see it like that. We're not going to be here forever. I tell my grandkids that all the time. So I enjoy them while I'm here. My daughter, I don't want to hear all that. You need to hear it. My mom used to talk to me like that. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't want to hear all that. And I had to. So, with that being said, guys, I just want to come in and check on everybody and make sure they were okay. And I thank you so much for coming in my live and chat with me. I really appreciate it. We had some very well conversations. And at the end of the day, check on your neighbor. Make sure they're okay. Your coworkers, make sure they're okay. They might need a ride. They might need a loaf of bread or something. If you're able to give it to them. So right now, during this time in the United States, everybody needs to lean on somebody. So at the end of the day, we need each other. It's not all about Democrat and Republican, black, white, Chinese, Indian. It's not about none of that. It's all about loving on people and helping people during this time, especially the holidays is here. So, like I said, you might have to give somebody a loaf of bread. You don't know. Might be in line behind somebody. If you could pay for their food, pay for it. Oh, I don't have 15 cents. If you got it in your pocket, put it in their hand. See, God will bless you if you be a blessing to somebody else. And it works. Trust me, I'm a living witness. So I thank you guys so much. Like I said, thank you so much for the good conversations. And to the young lady regarding her niece, I heard you. Your son, I heard you. He's going to be okay, mama. You just be right there with him, okay? Okay, you guys. Thank you so much. You have a great rest of your night. Bye.